Max and his mother walk into the room. Max says, "Mom, you're here? Come sit down." Jenny says, "Mom, why did you come all the way here? You should have told us. We would have come to you." Helen says, "This time, your father's treatment will cost $800,000. We don't have that much money, so please arrange some so your father can get treated quickly and recover soon." Jenny says, "What does my husband have to do with Dad's treatment? Why should he spend money on his father-in-law?" Helen says, "What kind of talk is that? Your father and I raised you. So what if you're married now? Don't you think it's your duty to help with his treatment?" Max says, "Our parents raised us, fed us, and made us who we are. Isn't it our responsibility to support them when they need us? Otherwise, it's disobedience." Jenny angrily says, "I'm not disobedient. As a daughter, I've already done a lot for my father. Last time when Dad was in the hospital, I was the one who stayed with him. Everything that happened, my husband also helped, from meals to hospital bills. My husband paid for all of it." She continues, "And you and your wife didn't even go see Dad once. You didn't give a single penny. Every time there's some excuse. This problem, that problem. Fine, maybe you didn't want to take care of him, but what about Mom? When the old house compensation came last year, you didn't give us a single penny. You gave the entire amount to your younger son." Max shouts, "That house was ours. What does it have to do with you?" Jenny replies, "If I had nothing to do with that house, then why come to me today for hospital expenses? I'm not giving a single penny. I will serve Dad, but financially no, because you already treat us like outsiders." Max says, "Your husband is a big businessman. His company earns so much. What problem do you two have in giving 4 lakh? Jenny says, "That's not the issue. I'm not giving this money because you have no right over my husband's earnings." Helen says, "What you did today really broke my heart." Jenny replies, "When the house compensation came, if you had given us even a little, we wouldn't have felt this way. Is this how a family works? When there's trouble, you expect help from the daughter, but when there's money, you treat her like a stranger?" Helen says, "That's all old stuff. And besides, I used that whole compensation for your father's treatment." Jenny says, "I've already paid more than enough. Whatever is left, the younger brother will pay now." Max says, "Oh, now that you're rich, you don't value your parents anymore? Mom and Dad have spent far more than 4 lakh on you." Max says, "That compensation belonged to Mom and Dad. They can give it to whoever they want. Why are you mad over old stuff?" Helen says, "You and your brother are both equal to me. I gave it to the younger one because you're financially stable. He isn't." Max adds, "Exactly. My salary is low." Jenny says, "From today forward, good or bad, you all have nothing to do with us. Think for yourself. If I got that compensation and you didn't get a single penny, would you be okay with it? I'm not greedy like you two, and I don't need your money. Babe, we can pay half of Dad's treatment. He's your father, so I'll do it." Jenny says, "No, I'm not giving a single penny. Money doesn't grow on trees. You remember last year when my company needed funds? I asked them for a loan, and they refused straight to my face." Helen angrily says, "If you don't pay for the treatment today, I'll cut all ties with you." Jenny says, "If you want to end the relationship, then please leave our house." Dear viewers, how much do you agree with my decision? Tell me your opinion in the comments below. Thank you.